Hi, my name is Brian LaPiore, and this is LaPiore Report, the fundamental talk show program where I conduct conversations with individuals who have unique skills and talents. Did you know that mentoring refers to a personal development relationship in which a more experienced or more knowledgeable person helps a less experienced or less knowledgeable person? Mentoring is also a process for the informal transmission of knowledge, social capital, and the social solid, support perceived by the recipient as relevant to work, career, or professional development. Mentoring entails informal communication, usually face to face and during a sustained period of time between a person who is perceived to have a greater relevant knowledge, wisdom, or experience, the mentor, and a person who is perceived to have less, the protege. Guy K. Cormier, my first inaugural featured guest, is one of many mentors, and he has a unique skill. Guy K. Cormier, welcome to the program.
Oh, thank you, Brian. I appreciate being your first guest for your first episode.
Okay. And before we get to you, I just want to actually have a picture. I just want to put on screen, please. Do we have the picture available? And that's actually a viewing of my parents. The one left's my mother, and the one on the right is actually my father. Just to make viewers aware, my father is actually considered being one of my mentors too. He passed away in June of 2005, and he was also a public access producer here at the studio. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. If it wasn't for me mentioning about public access, most of this program wouldn't have been possible. Okay, now, Guy, just to get the viewer, you have been on public. You actually are a producer here at the studio, correct?
Yes, I am.
Can you at least elaborate to the audience about what you do actually here at the studio?
Well, what I actually do here in the studio is I produce my own show,
Okay.
and I also do my own portable show when I have the opportunity, when I'm not busy helping out on shows. When I have a story idea, I write down, I develop it, and then I just go into the editing room and start editing a new episode of Guy's Topics. I have a couple of shows that are done already for Guy Cormier Stories Today, and I've just been basically keeping myself busy, producing shows. The executives here, or in other words, the supervisor here will ask me when a new producer comes in. This is once in a while. They ask me to show the producer around how to work the controller, how to do the things in the control room, and I really enjoy teaching newbies. That's what I like to call the new producers newbies, how to work the equipment here. Because there are a lot that's why I'm always so popular. That's why I'm always here at the studio helping out. Because the other producers, when they see me doing my show, they always come to me to help them get started with their own shows.
See, viewers, that's what it means about you are being a mentor. And that's what mentoring's all about. Helping all the newbies out. They all come in. They all want to learn about different things here at the studio.
Yes, new producers, they like to throw ideas back and forth. They're actually like, how can I do a special effect or create a special effect to find ways of doing it. I'll give you an example. When I would do my portable show,
Okay.
and when I learned how to do Final Cut, it was so interesting. I would try different things because I know there's no way to mess the program up or anything, so I wasn't afraid of making a mistake because that's how you learn, through your
Now,
mistakes.
Final Cut, that's a program on what? It's on a machine, right?
Yes, it's a computer.
Okay.
It's where you edit your shows
Right.
and so forth. And so I would try different things, try different effects. I would use, like, for instance, when you use a transition between clips, I would use a swipe, which a swipe is the same thing as like a transition. But I like using swipes for special effects in an artistic way.
Now, what do you mean by swipes? Explain me about the swipes.
Well, swipes are It's like, let's say you have a video clip,
Right.
right? Now, if you, usually when you put the swipe, there will be coming in front of the video at the very beginning. Same thing with a transition. You have two clips, one on this side, one on this side. So you put the clip right in the of the transition in the middle. So when you go from video, then it transitions by dissolving into the next clip. There are many different types of the dissolves. It would take me forever just to name each one. A swipe is basically the same thing
Right.
as a transition, but it's where you lay the swipe on top between the two clips. So when it goes in, it will like give you an example. It'll give like a line coming across as it goes in.
Yes.
But instead of me using a swipe to use it as a transition, what I would do is I would put the transition under the video clip.
Okay.
By doing that, by putting it under the video clip, you're actually putting the swipe behind the video
Okay.
and not in front.
Okay. Sounds very good, Guy. Now, just to make viewers aware, the reason why I got Guy here, because Guy is actually skilled in arts. Is that correct?
Yes.
And we also have a clip about the artwork, too. Can we get that clip on the air, please? Okay.
What am I gonna do? Come on, guy. Okay, guy. Okay. I'll get going. I'll get showing the art, my artwork. Okay, your artwork, my artwork. Okay, it's both of our artwork. Okay, we're gonna get going. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Brian. And here's some of my artwork. Get going. Okay, I'm doing it, guy. Okay, I'm doing it. Okay, so hold your horses. Boy, what a bossy person he is. Okay, here's my artwork. Ah, man. Well, this here is you see different kinds of art that I like doing.
Right.
This is Iron Man. I took from one of the Iron Man comic books. That's
Beautiful,
from the
beautiful.
same comic book. You could comment as we see in the pictures. You could take tell the audience what you think of the art.
Okay. It's very beautiful artwork. Now, what's this picture right here we're looking at? real
It's just
quick?
a person I just made up, and I just decided to do some drawing, make up things.
Okay.
I like doing cartooning.
Okay, that's beautiful. Got the little dog, got the little cat.
And there are many ideas I would get. Like it's like you could say people will say like it's doodling, but it's not really doodling. It's just like something I like doing.
Okay.
I got my art skills from both sides of my family, and I get inspiration from and ideas for my artwork from everyday life,
Right.
from watching movies or
Okay.
TV shows, and I just come up with many different things.
Now, TV shows. What TV shows would you watch to get all these like animation ideas?
I like to watch from time to time some animation type shows.
Like Tom and Jerry, Scooby Doo, all
yeah,
the old school ones.
Yeah, something along those lines. I like watching the monsters and horror movies, comedy movies.
And what would be the most advanced in artwork?
The most advanced artwork would probably be now would be computer-generated art. That's the most because you're using a computer to create, and it's more the colors are more vibrant. If you would, okay, as you've seen here, it's all hand drawn.
Right.
Okay, sometimes when you draw on paper, sometimes you can't get a solid color. Sometimes the color would fade over time. But with a computer-generated art,
Yeah.
the colors are more vibrant and you'll be able to cover. This one here is an animation that I'm working on now. This
That looks
particular-
familiar. Who are the two people in the picture?
Hector and James. And
Oh,
here's some of my animation now.
Okay. Let's take a look.
You can get the hell off my phone before I have you arrested. I swear to God, I'm gonna have you.
Hey, Brian Westber. This is Guy Cormier from CTV. I'm gonna break your record here. You hear me? Yeah. I'm gonna break your record, Brian Restaurant. You hear me? Well, everybody, this is T-Dog Tomasio. As you've seen, a lot of action going on here. Killer Kowalski beating up with Zabisco in the ring, and you see everybody's going crazy, and you know what I mean. Everybody's going crazy. You've seen different things. You've seen feet. You've seen helicopters. Everybody have a good time. I'm hungry for the rocket shit. I like Hey, what's going on here? Hey, where am
I
I?
also like
Where's
doing
my mouth?
claymation
Where's
as
my
well.
mouth? Oh, here's my mouth. Terrible Tim has made me into a cartoon. Somehow he got me into a nightmare of some kind. What am I doing here? What's happening? Where am I? What am I doing? Hey, wait a minute. Wait, what am I doing here? Oh, wait, come back, guys. Oh, food. Nom, 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 I'm seeing my food. Nom, 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 Hey, I'm going crazy here. Hey, what's going on? Why am I having my hair like this? Why am I on electricity? Oh, no. Oh, what's happening? Well, I'm getting confused. I'm getting all mixed up. What's happening? Oh, hey, get away from me, hand. Hey, wait, what's going on here? Where's that hand? Where is that hand? Oh, my eyes are bugging out. Oh, no. Oh, I'm getting mixed up.
Hey, my eyes getting bugged out. Hey, what's going on here? My eyes! Oh, my eyes are getting bugged out. Terrible Timmons make my eyes bug out. I'm watching this show right now. And my eyes are bugging out. What's going on here? Hey, how did I get here? Where's that thing going around my head? Eating that buttercup? Hey, come back here. My eyes, where's my eyes going? Hey, I'm going badly with my eyes. Hey, what's going on here? There's birds and vultures flying around. Hey, oh, terrible Tim Nation, it says. Hey, wait, where everybody's going? Hey, I'm turning around in this minute. Hey,
From the parking lot, you're watching a
This is,
special edition
Jamie.
of In the Bleachers,
Jimmy Hickson,
the
host of In
TV
the
show for the
Bleachers,
world's most
co-host
passionate sports
Heck
fans.
Mendoza.
And
He's
hello
gonna be a guest on
everyone,
the next-
I'm
next-
Jamie
next
Hickson.
next
Now,
upcoming
usually you
programs.
see me here with my, with whom I like to call my buzzkill, Mr. Boza, but unfortunately he couldn't join me today, but knowing him, he probably spent another night out drinking, but you know what, it's okay, because we love him anyway. Anyway, we're very happy that you could join us. Now you're probably wondering why I'm out in the parking lot. Well, it's for good reason. Unfortunately, the offices are getting painted right now, so I decided to take my show outside for a little bit. It's a good thing that football season is here because I really cannot take too much more of the Mets and their losing ways. It's gotten to a point where I've just gotten real sick and tired of all this anymore. And wait a minute. Hey, wait a minute. What is going on here? Did I just make my way into Guy's worst nightmare? Fail. Anyway, let's go back to the business at hand.
What did you think you were doing my place? I was sleeping. Yeah, over here. I don't know what everybody doing my blanket.
Well, you're
But I don't know what you do. What you do. Why you need you? Hey, I'll get first. Oh, yeah.
Okay, welcome back.
So how you like my art and animation?
You want to know something, Guy? All the animation I've seen is very, very impressive. It must take you a lot of time to put it together. Now, for the stop clips that you had on there, how long did it take?
To make them, let's see, for each drawing, well, the beginning of the clip of the artwork, that didn't take me long. The clip of the Iron Man one and the other one that I didn't get around to finishing, it would take me about 4 or 5 days to draw it and to final completion of it, because I'm very meticulous. As for the animation, each page in order for me from beginning to the end of getting that that animation done, I would work from 7 in the morning to 1 in the morning every day for 30 days, except for when I come here to the studio to either do my show or help out on other shows. So when I'm home, I work on it all day long, from morning to night, every day, for about a month to 2 months. And because it's very meticulous in each of the details, and I have to do about 48 pages to maybe 58 pages in all. Once I get it all done, then I set the camera up, and then I'll spend 10 hours straight of doing 1 page at a time. It takes 7 pages for 1 second of animation. So it would take about 10 hours just to get 2 minutes.
10 hours, really?
10 hours.
You must have a lot of patience to get all those like pages together. I would have. I mean, literally, to do something like that takes a lot of patience.
Yes, and I've been doing that for a whole year now. I'm still working on that.
Yeah.
I'm still
So
working
how many
on
years? How many years
animation.
in total, at least, have been doing it all together for the artwork in total?
Oh, I've been for the animation that I'm still working on for a year, but I've been an artist all my life.
All your life.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I can hear the audience member laughing. They wish they could have the talent that I have.
You know, it's not easy for talent to come by. I'm
No.
gonna be honest with you. I remember in school, I would like be so horrible in arts and crafts, especially working with the Craypas. You know what I'm talking about, the
Yeah,
Craypas.
yeah.
And they're so scrippy. They'll fall apart. Artwork is not. It's not easy. You gotta have, like I said, you gotta have a lot of patience. If you don't have a lot of patience to do it on, you're gonna wind up being stuck somewhere.
Well, you have to have the discipline. You have to have the dedication. If you really love the artwork and you really have the passion for it, it takes time. It takes practice, and you develop your skills over time.
Right.
It's just with anything, whether it's music, martial arts, doing acting, or you're doing singing,
Right.
or you're doing woodworking.
Okay.
No matter what kind of thing you do in life,
Okay.
it takes practice, patience,
It does.
and you have to keep going at it and not give up.
Okay. We actually do have another clip available, so can we get that clip rolling, please?
I believe that would be for the second show.
Second. Is that for the second show? Can't be. Scratch that one. Scratch that. There's only one clip. Okay, welcome back. We must have made some sort of technical difficulty. But getting back to the animation, the stock animation, it must take at least, that you said it takes about at least definitely a lot of pages, a lot of time, and also a lot of effort too.
Yes, it does take a lot of effort because you're sitting there and you're doing the artwork for hours on end. It takes time, and I spend all my free time drawing, and because I like doing that. I have other interests besides doing artwork. As you can see, I like doing my own TV shows, and I have interest in martial arts. I have interest in different types of movies.
You're into martial arts?
Yeah, I'm into martial arts.
What's the? I know they have a certain rank on belts. What belt are you up to right now?
Right now, I'm a white belt.
Okay, so you just began, in other words.
Well, I started a couple of years ago, but due to my health issues, I had to stop. But I'm still a white belt. But I try to practice at home with what I learned.
Well, karate is not easy either. It's not that easy either.
Karate that's not the martial arts I do. I do jujitsu. That's the martial
jiu-jitsu.
arts. Yeah.
Oh, no, that's something.
Karate is soft hitting.
Right.
Jiu-jitsu is hard hitting.
Right. Okay. We definitely covered that. Yes, there is many different forms of arts. He's talking about, arts with evolving with, human contact, motion.
Yes, the martial arts in itself is an art, because martial arts started as a form of exercise, a form of a dance.
Right.
And the martial arts basically developed in Asia, and to where they have to defend themselves. So they would use farm tools. Farm tools will become the martial arts weapons that we have today.
Right. Now, believe it or not, we actually do know a producer that actually does martial arts himself, too. He's actually the host of the program Shadow Warriors Forum, hosted by Master Yosef Ali Abdullah.
Yes.
That's correct.
Yes,
you
he's-
actually produce, you actually help with his program, too, correct?
Yes, I do. He's my sensei.
Okay. He's definitely going to be a future guest on this program. Now, I just want to actually ask another thing further. If there's anything further in the arts that you want to do, what would that be?
Well, I would like to learn how to play the guitar.
Oh, yeah?
I would like to learn how to paint.
Well, you know how to paint.
Well, I know how to paint, but I mean paint like the.
Well, elaborate for me.
Okay, what I mean is, anybody can paint. You can pick up paint and you can just make lines and whatnot. But the kind of painting I like to try and learn, the skills, is to actually paint portraits like the professionals.
That's what I'm talking about.
And that's the kind of art I would like to try to master.
Did you have it in the major, and I guess it'd be major arts, do you have a favorite painter?
Yeah, I have to say Picasso, Gauguin, Michelangelo. I like those.
What about
artists.
Donatello, Raphael, and Leonardo?
Yeah, they're good too. I like their works, but I like Michelangelo. I'd say is one of my favorites.
If I recall anything, Michelangelo painted on the roof of the Sistine Chapel.
That I knew.
Yes.
Yeah, and I would love to go to Italy one day and view his art.
Oh, Italy, it's a beautiful place.
Definitely, it's the land of Amore, the land of love, just like Paris.
You know, back then in the 15th century, if I'm correct, they called it the Renaissance period. Unless it's the 16th century, the Renaissance period. And that's
Yes.
when most of the things happen with the painters.
Definitely, that was one of, I guess, some people look at it as a big thing in history, a breakout in the art world, or some would look at it as to be frowned upon, because back in those days, if they see you doing painting or just something out of the ordinary, that because back then they're thinking or understanding ain't was not that great, so they'll call you a witch.
Right.
Back in those days.
They really would call you a witch?
Yeah, back in during the 16th century, and even like okay, not to get off the subject a little bit, but back in Salem, if you talked a certain way,
Salem, Massachusetts, right?
yeah, Salem, Massachusetts.
Okay.
If you talk a certain way or behaved a certain way that
Right.
your townspeople don't think was normal, they accuse you of being a witch.
Do you think maybe it was do you think maybe all of that could be inside the water? Probably. Maybe something was bad in the water
That and
supply.
the paper. I said, what a wonderful thing it is. And I say, I
I know your problem here.
can't pass that.
Okay.
Okay, okay. I say,
Boy.
okay, my mouth's not moving, but I'm saying something.
I know.
Okay.
Magic.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That's a good example too.
Yeah.
It's just like in those days, like if you do artwork, right? And they're very strict. They're very religious and very superstitious. And it's like let's say, hey, I like drawing. You like my drawing? Or hey, look what I could do. If they see that you could hit the ball with a bat, or you could make a in other words, contort your body, and say, hey, and there's nothing wrong with that. We see contortionists here,
Right.
but back in those days, they'll say, okay, you're a witch.
Right. But they also had to prove it that if you're a witch too.
No, they don't. They'll go
They
through.
don't?
They don't. They just accuse you and stone you to death, or burn you to death, or forever. I don't know how this got to be, but that's just
Because
the
I
way
saw
it
on
was.
TV, I thought they actually put someone to the stake, or at least put someone on the guillotine, or at least drown them in water.
Yeah, those are many different ways how to do it. But anyway, how did this I don't know how we got off the topic of art anyway. But it's just back then that it was just to say it's a metaphor for back during the Renaissance of
Right.
how things were in those days.
Well, it's very incredible that we've actually covered the arts. We cover just all the aspects of types of art, like the emotion here. Well, time's actually running out. Actually, do you have like any way to contact you? I mean,
Well, if people would like to get in contact me, they could get me reach me at geekc2000 at yahoo.com. If they would like to know more about my show,
okay. Is that for one show or both shows?
for
actually?
both shows.
Both shows. And which one's actually? I mean, which one's actually your favorite to do?
I would have to say Guys Topics.
Guys
I would have to
Topics.
say my portable shows are my
Now,
favorite.
why is guys topics?
Because I'm more in control. I could use my artistic skills, because when I do my portable show, I use my drawing skills
Okay.
to put my shows together. I see it in an artistic point of view, a way a painter would look at things.
Okay.
Say that when you're an artist, you can look at a wall, and if the wall has scratches, okay, you would see it as scratches,
Right.
but I would see it as a pattern.
Okay.
I see different shapes, and then I'll just
Okay.
get an idea.
Will you be
to draw
willing to
it.
come back for another show?
Yeah, I'd love to come back for another show.
Okay. Okay, so that'll be so anyway, fools, that'll be for this time anyway. My name is Brian LaPilwer, and this was LaPilwer Report. Take care. Bye.